Hey everyone, Randy here from Lion Desk, and today I have a friend of mine, Kevin Markarian, on with us. Kevin is a top producing, awesome, badass broker on the West Coast. He's obviously got a better view than I do today. So I'm going to introduce Kevin. Today we're going to go over, kind of best practices, how he runs his brokerage, how he's been able to grow, cool stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy. Kevin, why don't you take it away?
Awesome. Thanks, Randy. I'm Kevin Markarian. I have a brokerage in San Francisco called Marker Real Estate. We have two offices in San Francisco. We just branched out to Orange County, where I am right now. We basically started with our value proposition to agents when we first started our brokerage in 2014 was leads and technology and how we can provide leads to agents and increase conversion and help agents succeed. And we did really, really well with that for about 2 or 3 years. And then we started to think, well, how can we take this lead generation model that we're really good at and replicate it for recruiting? And so then we came across Lion Desk, and Lion Desk has a great CRM. And what we've been able to use Lion Desk for on is basically on helped us recruit. It's helped us recruit in a big way. And the texting feature that Lion Desk provides is like seriously amazing. We text agents, and they're basically automated text messages that go out, and the response has been incredibly high. The feedback has been great. Yes, we do get some people that don't want us to send them text messages, and that's fine. But we're converting at a very big rate. And we basically built our Orange County business through the text feature that Lion Desk has. And we just moved out here. We got an office here about, 3 months ago, and we've got about 12 agents. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy yet, but I mean, we're scaling. We hired 5 new agents last week, 2 this week so far. And we're growing. So it's, the key is that the response is amazing. The leverage is amazing. The opportunity.
And we're back. Sorry about that little technical difficulty. We had a little bit of a pause, but we got Kevin back. So why don't you pick up where you were at?
Yeah. So just basically what I'm saying is that we've utilized Lion Desk, and it's helped us in a big way to recruit agents. And it's a great feature if you're thinking about growing your brokerage. It's a good way to reach out to a lot of people in a short period of time. It's very effective, and we basically use it as our recruiting CRM. So we have a CRM that's for our clients, and we have a CRM that we use for recruiting, and Lion Desk is that CRM.
So do you think, I talk to a lot of agents, I talk to a lot of brokers, and you just don't hear of a lot of brokers who are utilizing the same technologies that are available to the agents for their own growth, right? I mean, there are some brokers who don't really want to grow. They're more based upon volume, right? It is what it is, but they're not utilizing these technologies. And to me, I'm not really sure why. What do you think?
Well, I think it's a model that can be replicated very easily. What's the difference really between reaching out to clients who are part of the public and reaching out to agents who are also part of the public? So it's the same thing, it's just different wording. It's a slightly different approach. There's a different value proposition. For clients, it's going to be, here's the latest home, or here's what I can sell your home for. I can get you top dollar. For agents, it's going to be, here's my value proposition. I can help you increase your business. I can, help you grow. I can help you achieve your goals. So it's basic, but the process is the same, right? So the fundamentals are the same. It's just a different wording or slightly different approach. So, I don't know why. I mean, I think people should use it. I mean, if you're thinking about volume, then you can use, and you're not using a CRM right now, then you should check out Lion Desk. I mean, check out a CRM that's going to help you convert. I mean, you can use Lion Desk for clients as well as recruiting. And the reason why we use it for recruiting is personally for within our own company, we've had a CRM that we've used for a long time, and we found that Lion Desk works better for us to recruit agents, and that's what works for us. And there's nothing better out there right now that you can find other than LionDesk that's going to help you recruit agents. I mean, that I know of, and I've seen a lot of different CRM options out there.
So, like times are changing, right? I mean, technology is such a part of our lives, right? And there's those who haven't adopted it or are slow to adopt, right? And then there are those who are. Like in today, 2017, right? Like what is it that you think is attracting agents to come over, right? Because I talk to some really progressive agents these days, a lot out on the West Coast, the East Coast, and their value prop is a lot different than some of the big boys. They're recruiting and they're growing their teams at a rate that's just amazing. Instead of going to a big franchise, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm seeing guys that are now starting their own shops, still going with the regular splits, right? And they're recruiting and they're running their business almost like tech companies, right? Like not only the atmosphere and the culture, which is super important, right? But what do you think it is that agents are looking for in a modern broker in order to come over versus, the old brokerage where everybody's been there for 25 years, right? What do you think it is that's so appealing?
Well, first, I think there's three things that you need to attract talented people. And that's money, culture, and opportunity. And I heard that somewhere and it stuck. It's not my, those aren't my words, but I think they're very powerful. And so if you keep those things in mind, what are agents looking for? What are things that they're struggling with? So you think about what's the failure rate in our industry. 87% of agents fail in their first 5 years. Okay. Well then what's the reason for that? Well, I think it's because they're not able to drum up enough business to get out there and do what they intended to do. And that's help buyers and sellers achieve their goal. And if you think about it, take it a step further now. Okay. Where do the majority of those 87% of failing agents, where do they work? All right. I think you know the answer, right? So there's a problem with the existing model. And so what we've done is we've taken it and we're investing in our agents, and we tell our agents that we're going to provide them with leads. We're going to provide them with technology. We're going to show them how they can build a sustainable business using technology, using social media, using methods that are we're targeting audience, like using custom audiences on Facebook. And what's cool about LionDesk is that it integrates with a lot of these really great technologies out there that are available that we utilize. And and just if you have just the text feature alone is great. I mean, it's like, I was talking with a CEO of a big company. This is about 6 months ago. I'm not going to say who it was, but he had never even heard about automated texting. I was like, it's like, dude. So these are features that it's just like leveraging technology to convert business. And I feel like a lot of agents are lacking that in the more traditional models, frankly. And, that's why you have companies that are smaller, that are a little bit more innovative, that are, on the forefront of technology, utilizing, things like LionDesk, things like even like Agent Legend, like, like Facebook, like Instagram. And so, and I think agents, and not only younger millennials, but older, like more seasoned agents, are understanding that this is the way where the industry's headed, and so yeah, and I really feel that the traditional brokerages are interested in that too. It's just more challenging for them because they've been around a long time and they've got systems in place that have been around for a long time, so it's harder to maneuver.
Right.
Excuse me.
It's interesting, right? Because I mean, again, talking to so many agents, and at their brokerages, they're teaching them different things, and sometimes I'm questioning that, because like the number one and two things that agents tell me that they're struggling with is traffic and conversion, right? How do I generate business? How do I generate leads, right? I just got my license and I, want to be like Sally who's closing 50 deals a year, but how do I do that, right? And
exactly.
If you as a broker are teaching that, the next most important thing that I'm hearing is the conversion part. You figure out part A and part B, conversion is obviously our expertise. You figure out how to drive traffic, whether it's organic, it's paid, it's social, It's door knocking, it's sending out mailers, right? Whatever it is, you're driving traffic to generate leads. And then the next biggest the biggest part that kind of like they have trouble with is that follow-up. So, okay, I got a lead. Well, did you call them? Well, I haven't called them yet, and with automation nowadays, right? Like, I mean, from manufacturing to everything, we have technology that's available to us where if you're training as a broker on how to generate traffic, right? Multiple ways to generate traffic, having all these funnels leading into your conversion process, right? I think that you're going to get that dropout rate, 86%, or the failure rate from 86% down. And then you're going to be working on improving volume with these agents, right? Showing them how they can do that. And I think that's one of the keys to running a modern brokerage.
Totally. And the thing too is we're talking about some high level stuff here with these apps and different things. I mean, if you take a CRM like LionDesk and just use it, just the basics, just putting your contacts in a consolidated place like a CRM. Like the biggest shift for me when I first started as an individual agent to getting to where we are now, producing over $100 million in volume, we have 65 agents, is a CRM. That was the biggest change for me, because I went from like having Post-it notes, having business cards, having note paper, bunch of stuff all over my desk and not knowing where to start as far as contacts. Who do I call? What do I do? How do I gather all this information? And then I got a CRM and it solved all my problems. Yeah. So and then now, I mean, this was a long time ago when the CRM then had nothing compared to what like you guys are doing, with automation, with drip campaigns, with texting, with emailing, with follow-up, with reminders, with, tags and all those things. And it's like going to like outer space, you know what I mean? Compared to where we were back then. So just the simple part of taking your clients, putting them into CRM. Step number one. Step number two, finding a good CRM that's going to allow you to send out drip campaigns. So what's the beauty in sending out a drip campaign? Well, I don't have to email 55 people and spend 4 hours doing it. I can literally press a button, type out one email, press one button, and it sends out to all 55 of those people. So how much easier does that make our jobs? How much more time does that provide? So those are the really, really key elements that I think are really important. And going back as far as what a brokerage offers, what we offer is we teach people how to do that. So we teach them how to do that. And I think as a brokerage, if you can provide those tools and you can provide that type of education to your agents, they're going to, number one, your retention will go up, will be better. Your attraction will be better, because you're going to attract agents most brokers don't provide these things. So they're going to want to be a part of your brokerage. So, and then your conversion is going to go up. It's great. I mean, so, yeah. And the other part, and one more thing real quick, Randy, is everybody talks about response time, right? The speed to lead, first one to respond. I mean, that's now it's old news, right? Everybody knows you need to respond fast. Okay. All right. Respond fast, but also it's not about responding the fastest. It's the responding the most. It's following up the most. And that is where it gets really powerful, utilizing a CRM like LionDesk, because you have the ability to follow up because you see all your clients there, you take notes, you track everything, and then you can create automated campaigns that will follow up for you. So you're out there showing property and you're, doing stuff, and then next thing you know, you get an email response. I mean, I'm looking at my computer right now that froze earlier, by the way, and I'm getting responses from emails. I just got a response on an email campaign from someone that we sent an email to. I don't even know who this person is. Right. So that's where it gets really powerful.
So through this process, right? You're using it from a recruiting standpoint, right? Let's walk through that quickly for a second here. So you obviously are obtaining agent lists, which are available, right? I think that you could probably even go into your MLS and do that, right? And then from there, we're then putting them into your system, right? and then you're probably organizing them or categorizing them in such a way, and then you have went ahead and you've built a pre-built automation type of follow-up campaign with a combination, I'm going to assume, of text, video, emails, just stuff introducing you to them, trying to gain trust, trying to learn about them, seeing what makes them tick, and seeing if it's a good fit. Is that about right? Is that how you're doing it?
Close. So we have someone that's responsible for reaching out to agents. You can say they're a recruiter. You can say they're an ISA. Whatever. We've really just taken the client model and just copy and paste it and brought it over to the recruitment model. So we have someone that's calling agents, reaching out to them. We're sending text messages. We're sending emails. We're doing it automatically, and we're doing it manually. And what's cool is, and through LionDesk, you can send text directly through the CRM, I believe, right?
Yeah. You can mass text. So you can even send videos, right? Like you can introduce yourself. Hey, it's Kevin, and all of a sudden that little video pops up in their little thing that they got in their back pocket, right? And they see a video of you already gaining, like, first they opened it, because texts have 98% open rate. Second, they see your face, right? So you're already starting to establish that face-to-face connection.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, and that's what it's all about, right? So people hide behind their screens. People hide behind their computer screens and their mobile phones. We need to get out. The point of all this is to get out and meet people, get in front of them, right? So that's what LionDesk and that's what these apps are there for. They're tools that allow us to do that. So yeah, so we're using texting, we're using video, and the point is you want to get as close to a human connection as possible. So yeah, and we're sending out, like I said, we're sending out mass texts, mass emails, and manual emails. So you can do everything within the app. And basically when somebody responds, we try to set an appointment, just like you would set an appointment with a client. We set an appointment with an agent, and the goal is for them to meet with me. That's how we have it set up. So, and we have someone else that's inside the CRM that's working like an agent would be working their clients. And instead they're working agents and trying to get agents. So
when here's something funny, right? Like, so when you sit down with that appointment, right? You're at Starbucks having a cup of coffee with Sally. She's been in the business a couple years, right? She's closed 10 deals. I mean, are they like I've never had a broker reach out to me the way that you do. Like, are there any stories that you have that
it's
like,
funny.
they're like, because I talk to a lot of agents and I'm like, have you ever thought about going to another company? They're like, no, I've been here since I got my license. I'm like, do you, not to say to jump ship all the time, right? But like, do you know what's out there?
Right. Well, what's funny is when I meet with agents, I tell them all about what we're doing with technology. I tell them about how we're using custom audiences on Facebook. We're targeting people. We're doing this. We're using automation. And then by that point where, like, by the time where they're like, okay, they're excited. And I say, well, and by the way, that text you received from Ashley, that was an automated text. That was an automated text message. And it just goes to show, like, what we can do for you when you're out there and you're looking for working with clients. We can utilize the same technology to reach out to your clients. And you're a savvy real estate agent. You know everything. I mean, you're a top producing agent that you're out there and we're trying to recruit you, and you know everything that's going on. You know about technology. You know about all these different things, yet you still kind of like, you still like responded to that automated text. You know what I mean? And now we're sitting face to face, and then you're getting ready to join our brokerage. So
I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely powerful, and people are impressed by it, and it's a great tool, and we wouldn't be here without it.
So another kind of crazy question. So I know you're running Facebook ads to generate Facebook, Instagram, right? You're using those type of ad platforms right now because that's where the audience is, to generate business for your company and for your agents, right?
Right.
Are you utilizing Facebook for recruiting?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's incredible, right? Like people I don't even think they're thinking about that, right?
Yeah, we are. We're definitely doing we have videos that we've created that where we target agents. We have ads that we've created. I can send you some of the ads. I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, and we also have videos that we've created that are for specific audiences. So based on age group, like, if it's a millennial, we're going to send them something a little whatever. If we're going to send someone else that's been in the industry for 25 years, we're going to send things more like something that's probably more better fitting for that audience. So yeah, we're definitely using Facebook ads, and it's been fantastic. It's, we generate leads through Facebook ads, like real estate agents do reply. It's also a very big brand recognition piece. So like, so they're seeing our ads and stuff. And then we also provide those same tools to our agents. Once we bring them on board, we show them how to create those ads so that they can target their clients and they can target their past clients in their sphere of influence. So again, it goes back to like providing education, providing value. It probably isn't much different from what the old model, utilized, but I don't know, because I haven't really experienced them very much, but I just don't think that they're not up on all this stuff. Like, I mean, we're involved, Randy, you and I, we've talked and stuff, and like, we're doing things that it's just like so far ahead but we're in this world and we don't know what other people are doing. And we don't, like, to us, like, this is normal.
Yeah. What I mean? Like, I think it's the biggest opportunity that we've had, especially with the evolution of social media. Like, people look at it like, I'm not using that, but they don't understand. Like, if you think of like these social media platforms, they're just big ponds full of fish ultimately, right? Like, no different than if you used to go to a networking event, right? Like, it's the same type of opportunity, except you have access to be in front of them and the power that it has, right? Like, you can literally be running Facebook ads on Sunday night like up against Sunday Night Football, right? Where Pepsi Cola is advertising with millions and millions of dollars, right? In between commercials. And the first thing that people are doing nowadays are pulling out their phone in between commercials, right? So you're running that, and people are seeing, like, I never in a million years would have thought that we would have this type of power. The small guy, little companies, right? Businesses like ours are able to compete against juggernauts, Fortune 500 companies in an ad platform and be so targeted. So
yes,
the fact that you're utilizing that for recruiting, I think, is just absolutely amazing.
Cool, man. Yeah, and it's really leveled the playing field, and since a lot of the brokerages aren't doing it, so we're getting all the FaceTime,
right?
And the other part of it is, like, I don't really do a whole lot anymore, like it's really freed up my time utilizing this technology. Like, you can be in France and like running a brokerage, I mean, it's like, it's because of all these amazing tools that are available to us. We just have to go out and find them. And fortunately, I was able to connect with you guys, and it helped me in a big way. And I would highly recommend, if anyone is interested in growing their team or recruiting or converting more transactions, like, definitely check out LionDesk, because it's really, really been a big help to us. And so that's why I'm always down to do these things with you guys, because you guys have been great. So
we appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. So I got one more question. I know that you got a busy day ahead of you. If you were to give like one piece of advice to either an established broker or a new broker, right? Somebody who just went off on their own and they're trying to, find their own way, figure out their own journey. As far as technology adoption, right? Like, what would the one piece of advice that you would give them and say, listen, if you want to grow your business, focus on this piece?
It's really about systems, creating a system, having a process that that you're very familiar with, that can be easily duplicated and repeated easily. I remember when I first started in the industry, there was a lady that I worked with. I worked for a developer. It was like two agents in an office, and we'd wait for people to come in. And she was like super analytical. And we'd have our files. Back then we had like the paper files, and her files were like perfect. And I'm the opposite. I'm like ADD. I'm scatterbrained. I'm all over, right?
Right.
So I was like, and I would do stuff, and it would just drive her insane. I'd put a piece of paper like in the wrong place. And then one day she sat me down. She goes, if you want to be successful, you need to create a system that can be picked up exactly where you left off by a complete stranger, and they'll know exactly what to do. So like, right. So like that, I took that and that was like, wow, that was so profound. And that's what we've tried to do with our company, is create a system that if somebody that can be picked up by a complete stranger and they'll know what to do for the most part. So I would say that would be the one thing. And again, going back to like my big shift was like getting a CRM. So if you don't have a CRM, you need to get one. You need a CRM like immediately.
A modern CRM.
A modern CRM. You might as well.
Yeah.
Why? Right? Why wouldn't you utilize these tools? There are plenty of options out there, but why not utilize a CRM like, for example, LionDesk, that's going to provide you with the tools that are available that will allow you to convert business and close more transactions. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
So you should definitely do that. So yeah, it was kind of a long answer, but I hope.
No, that's awesome. So, I just want to thank you for the time. I hope everybody enjoyed the video that we made. So Kevin, you are also working with some brokers, right? You have something going on there, I think. So what's the best way if somebody wants to contact you? How can people reach out to you?
You're very kind. Thank you. So we have a consulting company. You can call it a consulting/coaching company that we have available only for brokerages and teams, where we show people how to create these systems that we're talking about, how to create this process that can be easily copied and easily replicated. So if you're interested in that, I wasn't expecting that. Thank you for that, Randy. But if you're interested, you can contact me if you're a broker or a team and you're thinking about growing and expanding and increasing conversion and hiring and all these things that come into play when you're thinking about starting a brokerage, or if you already have a brokerage and you want to increase and improve your systems. We've helped a lot of people, and we're taking some people on, but not everyone. But if you're interested, reach out to me and I'll be happy to talk with you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, people need anybody. Like, I learned so much from talking with people like you and even the agents just starting out. Like, every day we learn something, right? And if there's people who are out there doing it, just getting their opinions. And that's why I brought it up, right? Even if they reach out to you on Facebook or saying, hey, listen, I'm thinking about being a broker in this area, where should I start? You don't need to take them on as a coach or anything like that, but just getting other people's opinion and learning from others and helping bring value into people's lives. That's why I brought it up, because you guys have done that for me, and a lot of other people have helped me learn and figure out, because every agent, every broker, I haven't met one that operates the same way. I've never met one agent that runs their business identical to another person, and same thing with a broker. So I think if we can all help each other, bring value, those who take action, are really going to have the advantage. So
absolutely. Yeah. And absolutely. If anyone has a question, any kind of advice or anything, I'm always willing to help and share. And yeah, like you said, it's like personalities. Everyone has a different personality. So not everyone's going to run their business the exact same way. At the end of the day, it's about fundamentals, and then you're going to make things, you'll do things your own way. So yeah, really good stuff, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool. Kevin Markarian, everyone. You want to get in touch with him, Facebook. I'm sure that you can get him there. You need anything from us at LionDesk, obviously liondesk.com. You can always email me at randy@liondesk. If you're a broker, you have questions, you want to see anything, I'll certainly help you with the best I can. And thanks for watching the video today, guys.
Right on. Thank you.